Today's video is a response to Carly242's natural hair is bad. So I just thought that I'd come and share basically a little bit of my story and my experiences with having natural hair. This year, June, will make it 4 years since I cut off all of my relaxed ends, and I'm proud to say that I don't think I'll ever be going back to relaxed hair. But when I first made the change, I didn't transition. I didn't know what transitioning was back then. I didn't. It wasn't even actually a decision that I was making to go natural. I was curious for some time about what my natural hair looked like or what it would look like. It was something I was thinking about doing, but after I got my last relaxer, I just never went back to get another one. And then it got to a point where the only thing I could do with my hair was cut the relaxed ends off. And I just stood in front of the mirror one day and did it. And that was that. So I've learned a lot through my journey thus far. I don't even let negative comments faze me anymore. I mean, I've heard everything from, why are you making yourself look worse? You're supposed to be trying to make yourself look better. Why would you choose to wear your hair that way? It doesn't look good. You should just go and get a perm and get it cut in a short style and wait for it to grow back. You should blame your mother for why your hair looks like that. And why don't you just go and get a perm? And what are you doing with your hair? And honestly, in the beginning, most of it, the comments that didn't come from my parents directly, comments that came from other family members, they were funny to me because I didn't understand, I should say, why my hair was such a big deal. I didn't understand why it bothered people to see an afro, because when you look back through photo albums, I mean, everybody was trying to have afro. Even my dad, who is basically a County Joe, let his hair grow and pick it out to the point where it looked like an afro. So I didn't really get what it was, why people were being so negative about it. And for a while, I really did think it was funny, until I realized it's a deeply rooted issue that they have not resolved within themselves. And I say they because it's not even just black people. I just choose not to buy into all of that. I like my hair the way it is, and right now I'm just working on achieving as much growth and length as possible, which is why I'm currently wearing a protective. And there was this time when I was in a class at COB, and our lecturer started to talk about why young women don't wear their hair natural or wear styles that they wore as little girls in regards, and she was basically talking about braids and things like that. Why do people find it necessary to relax their hair or wear weaves and extensions? And one girl thought it necessary to comment, and the first thing that came out of her mouth was that she thought that natural hair was nasty and disgusting and ugly. And clearly she didn't stop to take a look at who was in the room. She was just speaking, and I appreciate her honesty. But before the words even left her mouth, clearly I was like, excuse me, and she looked around and she shut her mouth. She shut her mouth, and I'm like, excuse me, there's nothing nasty or disgusting about my hair. And I just felt it necessary to let her know. Now clearly she has a lot of issues, as was showcased as the class progressed, but it's just, there are some ignorant people out there, and there are just some plain stupid people out there. But I can't let anyone else's insecurities stop me from doing the things that I want to do or experiencing things that I want to experience. It's no point. If you're happy the way you are, be happy. And I just decided to make this video to just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, because you seem like you've taken the steps to educate yourself about the transitioning process, and you're doing what it takes to take care of your hair. And I learned that the hard way, because I just thought that when I was dealing with my natural hair, it would just be resilient and it would just grow like weeds and I wouldn't have to worry about it that much. But through a lot of trial and error and breakage, I've learned that it's something that you really have to take. I must say, I love being able to wash my hair as often as I want to, because when I was relaxed, I hardly washed my hair at all. I love being able to go to the beach and get in the water and not worrying about, oh, I just got a fresh perm. I love the freedom, really. I love the versatility, how people are never able to really tell how long your hair is. I mean, sometimes shrinkage can really be a bother, I have to tell you. It really gets to me. But then, some people, it's always nice when people look at your hair and like, wow, I didn't realize your hair was that long. Or they're just admiring your curls and they want to just run their fingers through your hair. And what kills me even more is when people touch my hair and say, oh my god, it's so soft, and I'm sitting there wondering, like, was it supposed to cut you or something? Like, really? I realized that, we can't expect to undo what 400 years has done with one video or with a few forums or a natural hair community on YouTube. It's just a lot of deeply rooted issues. Through this journey, I realized that a lot of it is just lack of education, really. Like, people don't know how to deal with their natural hair, and they don't want to take the time to learn, and that's why they think that they have to continue to relax their hair when they don't. But I guess it takes a certain level of confidence, and it takes a certain level of courage to just go for it and do it and make the best of it. And I think it helps you to appreciate your natural beauty, how you're made, just appreciate yourself for how you look and how you are. And just keep on doing what you're doing. It's really hard when you get discouraging remarks from people like your parents, because they essentially help to make you, so they're partly responsible for the way that you do look. So it's hard, when you hear them saying things like they don't like your hair or they think it looks bad. But when you sit back and think about how foolish that comment in itself sounds, you won't dwell on it. Thanks for watching, and I'd like to encourage you to check out Kira Show on Facebook.